if I exist, then I'm absolute. You can't discount my body or anything and say, well, that's not real. How is it not real if the absolute is everywhere?
Well, let's take this piece of paper. You know, it's paper, but it's also the absolute in its essence, appearing as paper. And I could take a match to it, and it would be ashes and smoke and gases and whatnot. But so it no longer exists as paper. It has been converted chemically into other things, which, and maybe the atoms themselves haven't been changed. They've just been totally rearranged and dispersed. So there's no localized piece of paper anymore. It's been turned into other things. Every atom in your body was once part of a star. And, you know...
okay, this gets awful abstract, okay? Okay, but I'll just say one thing here.
Yeah.
In terms of pure, unbounded consciousness, which is eternal, even the coming and going of the universe is like that.
Right.
That's all I can say. So
Sure.
it's coming...
Yeah.
Am I to say that comes back again? I don't know.
Right.
In terms of eternity, even the universe is just a fleck of time.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if that answers the question, but
it does.
it's pretty abstract.
It's very abstract.
Right.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Why do so many people not have inner sight? And by inner sight, I guess we mean awakening.
Yes. Why is that? It's to a person who's gone through these stages from kidhood on, it seems inconceivable that it isn't recognized more, because it just needs to be recognized. Even the first stage of pure consciousness, why don't more people have it? My sense is that everybody has it, and they don't get it.
They're overshadowed.
They're looking somewhere else. Yeah. It's not even, yeah, they're overshadowed, but I don't even find that word appropriate, because I think it's there. You know, I've described pure consciousness to many, 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 many people, and they go, yeah. And like that, it's gone. But they got it for a second, because it's always there.
Yeah.
How is that possible that they forget it the next second? But it seems to be.
Well, if you're watching the movie, you know, it's like you're really into the movie, and some guy sitting next to you could say, now look carefully, see that little sparkly thing there? That's actually the screen. See how it's this big flat screen? And you say, oh yeah, I see what you mean. But wow, I'm really into this movie, and I'm going to keep watching it.
Yeah. So I guess that's why we're here on Earth, to discover why we're not having the full experience. And some people have it, and they want to pass it on to other people, right? Or try to.
Yeah, and maybe it's the nature of the age that it's rare.
It's kind of tough, yeah.
It's an intense time we live in. Maybe, you know, 100 years, 200 years from now, it'll become more common, and it would seem absurd to have conversations about it almost, because it's like everybody experiences it. Could be. What do you think of free will, or is everything determined?
Well, that was a question that came up from people. More than one person asked me that. And, you know, if you think of any event, let's say there's an event, like we're meeting here, it's an event. It was kind of created by a previous event, there's always a previous event to the event. And you could, let's trace this event back in time to when we first met. It started there. Yeah. But even before that, there was an event.
We moved to Fairfield. And,
yeah, so there's events. We go to the first event. That first event is pure consciousness.
Yeah.
There's a fluctuation in pure consciousness that started this event. Now, that fluctuation is eternal. At that point, if you're aware of that first fluctuation of this stream of events, and there's no prior events, at that point you could say you have free will. You're at the hub of the wheel. You could go in a million directions.
Yeah.
At that point, you have this sense that free will is dominant. You can go in any direction. and all these streams start there. But only at that point where there's no prior events. That would be an awakened mind. There's no prior event to that.
That's a good answer. I think the hub of the wheel is a good metaphor. You know, if you're at the hub, you can go down any spoke. If you're already out on a spoke, you're committed to that spoke.
You can't go to that spoke suddenly. Yes.
And there's that verse in the Gita which goes something like, for many branched and endlessly diverse are the intellects of the irresolute, but the resolute intellect is one-pointed. So the resolute intellect is like you're at the hub, you know, and from sitting there, you can move in any direction. You know, you're not sort of already bound and committed to something that's controlling you.
On a more mundane level, you think of it, it all feels like free will, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to move my arm.
Yeah.
Well, I decided to move that arm, so that feels like free will.
You could have decided not to.
So I'm enjoying the sense of free will. Perhaps it's based on previous events, but my enjoyment is of the free will. So that's on a more mundane level. But that's how we enjoy our lives. We think it's all free will. And in a sense, if we think it is, how is it different from free will?